Okay, so are you ready to jump into something pretty cool?
Always am, yeah. What do we got?
The War of the Worlds. Siberia.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm intrigued already. The War of the Worlds, huh?
Yeah, and it's not just like your typical alien invasion game. This one looks like it's going to have a really interesting story. It takes place in late 19th century Russia.
Russia.
Yeah, so already I'm kind of hooked because it's got this cool blend of adventure, bit of mystery, and obviously that sci-fi element with the whole War of the Worlds thing, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's a really interesting twist. I mean, we're so used to picturing like Victorian England when we think about the War of the Worlds, like all the tripods stomping around London.
Right, exactly.
But to take it to Russia in 1896, that opens up so many possibilities.
Yeah, it's a whole different kind of setting, and who knows what kind of chaos that'll cause. Like, what would the Tsar do?
Right, exactly. What would their military even look like trying to fight back against these Martian invaders?
I know, and even the gameplay is like really different. I mean, it's not just going to be all about running and hiding from those Martian tripods.
Real.
Yeah, you're going to be getting up close and personal, like hand-to-hand combat with fists, sabers, and you're going to have to like scavenge around for materials and stuff.
Oh, that's cool. So it's got that survival element to it too, huh?
Totally, like crafting makeshift weapons. They even mention explosives. So I'm thinking there's going to be some pretty intense moments.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Kind of like a guerrilla warfare kind of thing against these like technologically advanced Martians,
Totally. And then there's this whole skill tree thing they mention.
Oh, a skill tree.
Yeah, so it seems like it's not just about getting better at fighting. You might have to make some big choices about, how you approach the game, like what kind of skills you're going to focus on.
Oh, I see. So it could be like a stealth kind of approach where you're blending in with the locals and trying to stay under the radar, or maybe you go full on like crafting crazy traps and diversions. I mean, the possibilities are kind of endless when you think about it,
Exactly. And thinking about the setting, Siberia, I mean, you go from London, which has that like structured society and industry, but Siberia is just so vast. I mean, what kind of challenges would the characters face there?
It's a completely different landscape. I mean, just the sheer size of Siberia.
Right.
That alone is going to be a challenge. And then you've got the climate to deal with, the wildlife, the isolation. It's like everything is working against you in that environment.
Yeah, totally. And I mean, the trailer, it looked amazing. Those snowy landscapes, the character models, the way the Martian war machines were moving. It all felt super immersive.
Yeah, it did look pretty incredible visually, though they did have that little disclaimer about it being early footage. So we got to be a little careful about getting too carried away with the hype.
True, yeah. I mean, game development, it can be unpredictable. I mean, what we saw might not end up being exactly how it looks in the final game.
Right, exactly. It's easy to get swept up in the excitement of a new game announcement. But sometimes those early trailers, they can be a little misleading,
Yeah, I get it. But still, even if it's not exactly like that, just the idea of having that level of visual detail in a game like this, it's pretty exciting.
I agree. I'm hoping that they can find that balance between, pushing the boundaries visually, but not sacrificing the depth of the gameplay or the story. It's got to be more than just a pretty face,
Right, yeah. So we've got this really unique setting that kind of flips the whole War of the Worlds thing on its head.
Yeah.
We've got hints at some pretty cool gameplay, a mix of survival, combat, strategy, and then those visuals, which, even if we take them with a grain of salt, are still pretty impressive.
Yeah, exactly. And that makes me wonder, could this game be more than just another alien invasion story? I mean, it's got the potential to really make us think about the human element of it all, like how would we adapt and survive if we were faced with something like this? And what would that experience reveal about us?
Those are some great questions. And it seems like the War of the Worlds, Siberia might be just the game to push us to consider those things.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on this one. And I think our listeners should too.
Yeah, this is definitely one to watch. So until next time.
See ya.
Yeah, see ya.